Some of you will have heard of the 80-20 rule, which was named after Pareto, who was an Italian mathematician who described the control of Italy. 80% of Italy could be controlled by 20% of the people. And when you apply the 80-20 rule to energy, typically you might find in an energy-intensive process that 20% of the workforce, perhaps operating plant and equipment, may control 80% of the energy. So any people strategy has to address the training competence and the detailed knowledge of these people here in order to make the big savings. I was speaking at a conference recently and I described the 80-20 rule, and someone in the audience said that their organisation was 90-40. And I thought, how could it be 90-40? So I asked the person what their job function was, and they said they were the accountant. Another area that this applies would be, say, in a university with 100 buildings, and you might find that there is a relatively small number of buildings that consume most of the energy. So 20% of the buildings may consume 80% of the energy. So if you were going to do energy audits and surveys, you would really start with the big ones first, because that's where the biggest prize would be. Another example would be that a salesman might get 80% of his sales from 20% of his client base. And so you find the 80-20 principle applies in lots of situations, but the two I've described in energy come up very often.